Top 10 Scariest Creatures Found at the Depths of the Ocean. You won't believe that such strange deep-sea creatures exist. They come in all shapes and sizes, and they are all whimsical. As if they were alien beings who somehow ended up on Earth. Have you seen these deep-sea creatures before? Here are 10 of the strangest creatures found deep underwater. Dropfish. This creature lives at depths from 600 to 1200 meters off the coast of Australia and Tasmania. It does not have a swim bladder, since at great depths, where the pressure is tens of times higher than at the surface, it does not work. However, the fish is able to swim due to the structure of the body. It is a gelatinous mass without developed muscles, less density than that of water. The fish swims slowly and hunts almost motionless, standing still with an open mouth and swallowing small crustaceans swimming by. A dropfish is a caring parent. It hides its eggs in secluded places and incubates them. Care for the offspring continues after the fry emerge from the eggs. Underwater, the fish straightens out and looks completely different from the famous photograph, where it is outside its natural habitat. Giant isopod. These crustaceans live on the bottom of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans at depths from 170 to 2140 meters, where impenetrable darkness reigns. They feed on carrion. Their favorite food is dead whales, squid, and fish. In addition, isopods sometimes prey on small animals that move slowly along the bottom, such as sea cucumbers, sponges, and roundworms. These creatures can attack prey much larger than themselves. Due to low illumination, isopods from different habitats practically do not differ from each other in appearance. Giant isopods are a living illustration of deep-sea gigantism. These animals are the largest crustaceans of their kind. This is partly due to the fact that the water at depth is much colder than at the surface. Presumably under such conditions, the cells of organisms increase, as well as the lifespan. Due to the combination of these factors, isopods, like other crustaceans, grow continuously throughout their life, reaching lengths from 19 to 36 centimeters. The largest isopod caught was 76 centimeters long and weighed 1.7 kilograms. Giant squid. Like the giant isopod, squid living at a depth of 2,000 meters is an example of deep-sea gigantism. The maximum length of Antarctic giant squid is 10 meters, and the maximum known weight of individuals is 495 kilograms. Megnopinna squids, living in the southern waters of the Pacific, Indian, and Atlantic Oceans, together with tentacles reach 8 meters in length. They use their arms to catch bottom prey. Gulper eel. Like other deep-sea fish, gulper eels lack a swim bladder, scales, ribs and some fins, and their skull bones are partially reduced. Adults live at a depth of 1,000 meters, while juveniles live closer to the surface. Gulper eels are poor swimmers. Their body is flabby to the touch. It is believed that these fish die immediately after spawning. Previously, gulper eels were separated into a separate order, but recent studies have shown that they are close relatives of eels. Goblin sharks. It is the only surviving species in the Scapanerhynchid shark family. The goblin shark lives at a depth of 200 to 1,000 meters in the twilight zone. She has poor vision, which is compensated by well-developed sensory organs. The long soft outgrowth on the nose contains many electrosensitive cells that allow the fish to find prey in deep-sea darkness, and the jaws are able to move outward. The shark grabs the prey, pulling it into the mouth along with the water, while its lower jaw moves twice as fast as the upper. The shark's body is rather flabby, which allows it to exist at great depths. Her skeleton is poorly calcified and reduced. Very little is known about the way of life of these sharks. It is believed that they swim slowly and lead a sluggish, sedentary lifestyle, preferring to hunt from an ambush. The giant Japanese spider crab. These crustaceans have a very long front pair of legs, up to 5.5 meters in span. They are common in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Japan at depths from 200 to 300 meters. The individual can weigh up to 45 kilograms, and the life expectancy reaches 100 years. Crab larvae are not like their parents, legless individuals with a tiny transparent body, drift on the surface of the water along with plankton. Their limbs are not only long, but also muscular. And thanks to them, they are able to quickly run along the bottom. However, these animals prefer to eat carrion rather than hunt on their own. Japanese crabs do not attack humans, however, there are cases when they inflicted injuries on people when they were caught. Anglerfish. These animals are known not only for their frightening appearance and luminous bait with which they hunt other fish, but also for sexual parasitism. Males of some species dig their teeth into the female when mating, and then grow to her, and live like that until the end of her life. The female is supplied with sperm, and in return the male receives food and protection. Such males die if they do not find protection, since the digestive system of some species is not adapted for independent feeding, and some cannot hunt on their own. Apparently, large eyes of male anglerfishes are adapted just for finding a mate. Such a strange way of existence from a human point of view may be due to the fact that it is difficult to find food and mating partners at great depths. Black dragonfish. These fish, found at depths of up to 4,000 meters, exhibit sexual dimorphism. The body length of the female reaches 40 centimeters, in contrast to small 7-centimeter males. Females of Ediacants are predators. In search of food, they make vertical migrations, rising closer to the surface with the onset of darkness and sinking to a depth of dawn. Long slender Ediacs are capable of grabbing large prey, as their mouth is strongly stretched. This is due to the non-ossification of the first vertebra and the contraction of powerful muscles between the crest of the skull and the spine. As a result, the skull of the fish can be reclined up and back. In addition, the lower jaw of the Ediacant can not only go down, but also move forward sharply. When the Ediacant swallows large prey, its internal organs move away from the oral cavity, and the stomach is very stretched. Thanks to this, abundant food does not cause any harm to the hunter. Unlike females, sexually mature males do not eat at all, they have no teeth, and the intestines are degraded. The meaning of their short life is in reproduction. Males passively drift downstream, attracting females with bright lights on their bodies flickering in the deep sea darkness. Giant amoeba. Giant amoebas are the undisputed champions among deep-sea creatures. In 2011, these unicellular organisms were discovered at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, at a depth of 10,641 meters. The giant amoeba can reach 10 centimeters in length. These unicellular organisms contain many heavy metals that are extremely toxic to ordinary living cells: lead, uranium and mercury. Giant amoebas recycle and filter sludge, providing a habitat for other organisms such as crustaceans and mollusks. It is assumed that they feed, like other amoebae, enveloping food with pseudopods. Tardigrades. These microscopic invertebrates have attracted the attention of researchers due to their endurance. They can live in hot springs, under ice and on the ocean floor. Tardigrades are able to survive even in outer space, being exposed to radiation and ultraviolet radiation. They are able to withstand such incredible loads due to their ability to fall into suspended animation and almost completely remove water from their bodies. When dry, the tardigrades retract their limbs, decrease in volume and take the shape of a barrel, and their surface is covered with a waxy shell.